YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and we're back with another fragrance video. All right, so today's video is a big thank you, a big thank you to the Smell Good family. These 7 fragrances, man, these are the 7 fragrances that you guys, throughout my time here on YouTube, you guys recommended these the most. And now that I have full bottles of them, and there's plenty of fragrances that you guys have recommended, but these are the 7 that I remember just throughout my time here on YouTube that you guys were just, hey D, you need to get this. Hey D, you need to get this. And I'm assuming it was just based off my taste and what I had been experiencing and what I had been voicing that I really enjoy. And boy, am I so glad I listened to you guys. So thank you, Smell Good family, for recommending these 7 fragrances that I acquired at some point in my fragrance journey. And we'll do this video a couple of times because I do have some other things that are on the way, but we'll talk about that later. So hopefully everybody's doing well, doing great, doing fantastic, positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we give it up here on this channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. I am a huge fan of rose. Rose is one of my most favorite notes, period, no conversation. And this fragrance, ever since I got into Amethyst by Lattafa, you guys have been saying you need to get your nose on, you need to get your nose on a D. I'm telling you, and I'm so glad I did, because now it is the very best rose fragrance that I have ever smelled thus far in my fragrance journey from the house of Zaharoff. We have Signature Rosé. Yes, sir. God, this is such a pleasure, man. The rose is done in here so beautifully. This fresh and sweet, jammy, spicy rose, incense. There's a sugary sweetness to this as well. This stuff performs, and smells so elegant, so classy. So, hey, yo, that guy right there, he knows something that we don't, all right? That's what this fragrance gives off. So grateful for the Smell Good family to continue to recommend this to me. I recently acquired a bottle a few months back, and I'm just very thankful for the recommendation. Thank you guys from the house of Zaharoff. All right, we have Signature Rosé. This stuff is beyond awesome, bro. Beyond awesome. All right, up next, another rose style of a fragrance that is really, really good. And honestly, maybe if I didn't have Signature Rosé, this could very well be in the discussion as the best rose fragrance that I have, but it's still really good. From the house of Kajal, all right, we have Lamar. Man, this right here has made its rounds in FragCom, fragrance community, over the past year or so, at least around my circles. But man, you get this pineapple, rose, and saffron up front. A unique approach to a rose style of a fragrance, but this stuff is beyond sexy, man. This is very good stuff. Unisex for sure. Men and women can definitely wear this fragrance and experience a thrilling time with it for sure. I know my wife personally loves this fragrance. When I wear it, I don't think she's worn it yet. Maybe she has, and I don't know, but to my knowledge, she hasn't worn it yet. But for myself, a beautiful, different style of a rose fragrance. I love pineapple. I love saffron, spicy, sweet, just bold, and unmistakably, man, when I smell this stuff, man, it puts me in a vibe, bro. It just puts me in a vibe, man, where I'm just gonna be making sure you know that I'm him. Yeah, me. I'm him when I wear this style of a fragrance, man. So Smell Good family, you guys recommended this to me along with Signature Rosé. I got this first and then acquired Signature Rosé. But when I spoke on Toy Boy and Amethyst and different rose fragrances that I have in my collection, this was one as well that you guys recommended, and I thank you guys for that. So glad to have a full bottle. From the house of Kajal, we have Lamar. Fantastic stuff. Beautiful bottle. I love it. All right. Next up, man, from the house of Terre d'Hermès, we got the ever popular Eau Givrée. Yes, you guys recommended Eau Givrée to me as I was howling to the moon about Sicily and all the other summer fragrances when it's that time of year that I speak on. But this one, you guys said, D, get your nose on it. And at first I was kind of like, man, I don't know about Terre d'Hermes. I smelled it once before, just wasn't sure. And then I went out to my local Nordstrom's off the recommendation of you guys. And I got my nose on this. Shout out Justin Copeland as well, because he also triggered the interest for me for this fragrance. And when I got my nose on this, I said, what? What? This might be the greatest summer fragrance that I ever smelled. And when I said it, I wasn't joking. There's only a couple that get to be a part of that fight, so to speak. And this is in their ring for sure. That fruity, that citrusy, rindy grapefruit. You get this cooling effect. You still got that Terre d'Hermes vetiver DNA hovering around in there. This stuff is excellent. For the high heat, bro, how better can you get than this? So I put a huge dent in it. I just got it this past summer, as you guys can see. The dent don't lie. Shout out to EQ for sure. And this stuff is awesome. Like, EQ is a big fan of this. A lot of people are, not just me, you are, because you guys kept recommending it. And I'm so glad that I was able to get this into my collection. And thank you guys again for the recommendation, Smell Good family. From the house of Terre d'Hermes, we have OG Free. My goodness, this stuff is amazing. All right, next up, this was hard for me to get, but I got it, and due to my love for the Guerlain L'Homme Ariel line, you guys are saying, D, you have them all, but you need the cologne, then boom, I was able to trade for the cologne for a pretty decent price, and I'm so happy that I did. From the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ariel cologne. Now, I had to give up my L'Homme Ariel Cool, which I was cool on, but I wasn't the biggest fan, and I'm not gonna miss it. I do have a decan of it just in case I wanna go back and kind of visit, but the mint in there is a little bit too minty for me. But back to the cologne. You guys put the pressure on me because I kept talking the EDP, the Extreme, the L Intense, the Sport, so forth and so on. And they said, D, if you don't got the original, if you don't got the first one, you're missing out. And I truly was missing out. So I was able to trade for this. Shout out to the Smell Good family member who traded this to me. You know who you are out there. Thank you so much, bro. And I'm so glad to have this. Now, this is a 50 ml, and I'm good with. It's gonna take me a long time to empty out this bottle, I think. But I wish I could get my hands on 100 ml. Now, I know they revamped this with a pre-vape version. I'm not really sure, but I gotta look into that. But they say that is pretty much this, but we're gonna find out for sure at some point. But this stuff is awesome. Thank you, Smell Good family, for putting the pressure on me and letting me know that, hey, I'm slipping for sure. This stuff is awesome. From the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ariel, the cologne. So happy to have this. Thank you guys for the recommendation for sure. All right, next up, I wasn't too hyped on this as I was circling around to my vetiver journey with fragrance, and I'm glad that I listened to y'all and grabbed this. From the house of Narcisco Rodriguez, we have for Hims Blue Noir EDP. Blue Noir EDP. Now, this was around the time I started my vetiver journey. And when I got this, I was not expecting to get what I got. This woodsy, spicy, musky, kind of sweet vetiver style of a fragrance that could just work for anything. I get niche designer flow from this. And what I mean by that is, I don't get this DNA just on an everyday basis. This is not mass appealing, but I'm so glad to have this because this is one of my highly worn fragrances to the office, and this is what I would definitely recommend to the office for anybody who's looking for an everyday office wear fragrance. This can be it. But I'm so happy to have this. This kind of piqued my interest on what else can be done with vetiver outside of what I was smelling just with experiencing things from the Hermes line. All right, so this stuff is awesome. Thank you guys so much. My guy Jeremy over at the House of Colossus and Justin Copeland, another one, really got me saying, you know what, why not? Let's take a chance. So I blind bought this, and it was one of the better buys for sure. This stuff is awesome. Thank you again, Smell Good family, for this recommendation. From the house of Narcisco Rodriguez, we have for him Blue Noir, the EDP. This stuff is awesome. Awesome. All right, two more left to discuss that was recommended from you guys for sure. And boy, do I wear this sparingly because it is now discontinued, but this stuff is goated to me. From the house of Hugo Boss, from the scent line, we have Private Accord. Man, it is so sad that a lot of these fragrances in this line have been discontinued. Maninka, coffee, this patchouli, it's like a chocolatey patchouli feel to it. Bold, creamy. Thank you guys. Shout out to my boy Kevin Dunbar from Frag Boys ENT, who got me on this as well. But this is another one that you guys were highly recommending. D, you need Private Accord. You need Private Accord. Get your nose on it. I was able to get this. I got this for like 50 bucks when it was in stock on fragrance. And I remember when I got it, man. I got this and this stuff smells so good, so sexy. This is my style of a gourmand that I love. And the Maninka fruit just really plays a part in that. It's not overly sweet, not sickening sweet. It is just enough. And it has some other things to it. You don't, I can't, I can't really recommend this anymore because that's why guys don't see it that much in my videos, because it is so hard to get. But I'm gonna stop doing that with my fragrances because these things deserve to be talked about. And if it wasn't for you guys recommending this and staying on me, I wouldn't have this. So thank you again, guys, for recommending this. From the house of Hugo Boss, from the scent line, we have Private Accord. You guys showed out with this one. For sure. All right, and last but not least, you guys altered my opinion to one of the most popular fragrances in all of Fragcom, and thank you for that. We have here from the house of Afnan, we have 9 p.m. 9 p.m. I had Ultra Mall first, and I said, oh yeah, Ultra Mall. And then y'all kept telling me, D, if you love Ultra Mall, you need to get 9 p.m. But then I was saying, well, it's just like it, right? And y'all were like, yeah, but there's a twist to it. Yeah, but I said, you know what? Whatever. Got me a bottle of Max Aroma for 30 bucks. Got it in, and right away, off the first spray, I said, oh yeah, this is better than Ultra Mall to me. There's something more crispier in this fragrance, and the sweetness is not as dialed in. What's going on here? And it's the simple addition and subtraction. Ultra Mall has a pear note, and this one has an apple note. And I noticed it giving it more of an aromatic Christmas to it, kind of bringing up the overly sweet facet that's in Ultra Mall, which is still really, really good. One of the great date night, club nights, F-boy scents, as people call it, that are out there. All right, but this right here is just better to me. And it's not likely that I'm going to say that a clone is better than the original, but in this case, I am saying that. There are a few other people who have the same opinion as well, and I'm not telling you to go off that at all. But the recommendation that you guys gave to me, because you guys felt that it was better than Ultra Mall, I said, wait a second, let me find out for sure. And I'm rocking with you guys. I'm rocking with those who say 9 p.m. is better than Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Mall. This stuff is awesome. I enjoy it. From the house of Afnan, we have 9 p.m. Thank you guys for this recommendation. And we're gonna get in focus. Thank you guys so much for the recommendation for sure. All right, Smell Good family. So those are these seven that you guys have recommended to me over the past 2.5 years that we have been doing this channel, and I'm so glad to have these 7. There are a bunch more that you guys have recommended and are still recommending, and I'm definitely going to get to those for sure. But these are the 7 that I want to take the time to say thank you, because these are staples, present factors in my overall collection for sure. So Smell Good family, salute to you guys. All right, so until next time, y'all know what it is, man. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. The 9K video, the 9K giveaway video is still up. Check it out, follow instructions, and enter the giveaway for a chance to win the prize, okay? So let me know down below in the comments, y'all. Let's talk about it, man. What more recommendations do you have? I have so much from Argos and Ormond Jane and Scent of Wood, so many things you guys recommend all the time, and we're going to be doing another video like this very, very, very soon, all right? So remember, what you put out into this world is exactly, yeah, you watching, you who wilding out here. what you put out into this world, hey, don't be surprised when you get that back. That's a fact, scientifically proven. I can't prove that, but I just know it is. All right, y'all, be cool. And splackle. One splackle's good. Okay, I got it. One splackle.